For the longest time, my wife and I have only sold low-ticket digital products online because, well, for many reasons. First of all, we didn't think people could afford our products, but it was really our scarcity mindset around money. Then we introduced high-ticket products, and along the way, we kind of made a mess. We created so many products, we didn't know how to connect them together, and we spent years trying to put them all together in a way that was easy to manage. So the endless battle, low ticket versus high ticket, which one is best? Let's discuss. Spoiler alert, low ticket, high ticket, none of them is best. There is something else that I'm going to share at the end of it that to me is the winner between the two. And I'll see you in a bit about this. Let's talk about low ticket products. First of all, let me tell you that you can make a fortune with just low ticket products. Okay, that's what we've been doing for years with the brand Lazy Dancer Tips. At the end of the day, that was a hobby niche. There wasn't much pain involved in there, so we couldn't quite charge more. And also, Alessia never really wanted to do one-to-one to have a higher level of delivery just because she didn't want to do it. So it's good when you put boundaries on your business so you know how to judge what you have to do. We basically created lots of mini products, low ticket products. It worked fantastically. But I want you to understand one crucial thing. We've had a huge YouTube channel on the back of everything. So since we started having 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, we sent our people on our website every time we had a new product, and the response was immediate and on volume. So this is what the big channels also do. If you see big channels selling maybe just a $27 product, a $97 product, it's because as soon as they create a new video, they release a new video, or as soon as they send an email to their email list, hundreds of thousands of people will see it. And even if 1% of people buy it, they make a fortune. The problem with low ticket only product is that you would have a problem that we've had for our membership as well. 3-4 years in, we had a goal of building our membership to 1,000 members. And we came very close to that during COVID, but guess what? There was a COVID effect, right? What we didn't know about that is that, well, first of all, 1,000 paying member is an incredibly difficult goal to achieve. But when you grow your membership or your course member base to above founding members, so the members that have maybe they've been pioneered, they followed you since the beginning, they immediately bought when you released the offer. After these people are already in your group, all of the other people are not going to be so resilient. So you're going to see something that we started dreading after a few years. Right? It's called churn rate. Churn rate is basically the rate at which your members leave every month. And this rate, it's not linear, it's almost exponential, at least in our experience. At the beginning, you have 60, 80 people. They're all pioneers, they love you, they stay there for months and months and months, and you think, this is incredible. Every month I get new members and they stay for months. We're going to be rich in 6 months. But then the more people that get in, the more people every month decide to leave for whatever reason. We introduced so many measures to try and keep our members in. We gamified the membership, we added the community, we added the live sessions, we added everything we could possibly think of. We reduced the churn rate to a limit, but we never managed to reduce it to 0. That means that if you want 1,000 members a month paying you every month, you're gonna have, I don't know, 100 people leaving every month, which means that just to stay in equilibrium, you need to be able to produce 100 plus new members every single month. This is the big problem with low ticket. If you're relying on one product, even if it's recurring revenue like a membership, you need to be able to create this volume power of new clients, new customers coming in every single month. And if you don't have that, if you don't have a social media that can sustain it, it's gonna drain out your soul. I know because we've been there. We tried to grow a niche that wasn't as big. Like ballet for adults is not a huge niche. I've seen different niches, maybe more in the general fitness, maybe more in the hobby fitness, but our niche never really worked that well because of so many other reasons that I'm not going to explain right now. But I want you to have a perspective that if you only go low ticket, you have to have a huge social media channel to feed your product with new members every single month. Now, let's move into high ticket. What I consider high ticket is anything above $2,000-$3,000. The great thing about high ticket is that you don't need as many clients to make a substantial amount of money. The counter side of that is that you need to provide a lot of value in exchange of that amount, because otherwise you're just trying to scam people. But on the other hand, you can give a great service because somebody paid you lots of money to fix a problem that they have. And you can maybe be more hands-on, do live coaching, one-to-one or group coaching. The problem with high ticket is that yes, you will need few people to, let's say, arrive to 10K a month, $10,000 a month. But the gap that there is from somebody discovering you on social media and jumping onto a 3, 4, 5K offer or more, it's huge compared to somebody that just found you and is gonna buy a $27 product, right? So the buying cycle for high ticket might be longer. People might need way more time to get to know you properly before they decide to invest with you. Here's when it starts to become a bit complex. This is why so many businesses become these big monsters that eat you alive. Maybe you start with low ticket and you add the high ticket to it. Or maybe you start with the high ticket only and you want to add the low ticket products to it. The more different products you add to your ecosystem, the most difficult it becomes, because your marketing gets diluted, your message gets diluted, and you don't know what to promote all the time. Like, should I promote my higher ticket? Should I promote my low ticket? Should I promote my mid ticket? Or I don't know what to do. It becomes complex, you get overwhelmed, and things crumble. I'm in a phase of my life where I have struggled a lot in all of my careers that I've had so far. And I've been working like crazy, almost with no breaks for years, because I had the belief that you can earn only if you work hard. And now I'm trying to simplify everything I do. So everything I want to share is to help you simplify as well. I don't care if you are at the beginning or already advanced. There's always a way to put boundaries in your life and on your business to be designed around your life. And what I discovered recently, it's something called proximity offers, which is for me a beautiful way to only have one single offer, but in different level of fulfillment. This way you can create a free, a mid, low ticket, high ticket offers just by having one offer. And this makes everything so simple that you wouldn't want to go back after you've done it. Here's what we've done. We've put together a year-long path for our ideal client, starting from where they are at to where we want them to be. Let's say build an online business that generates multiple six-figure a year, starting from somebody that is just growing on social media, that has a few offers that are not quite working. So that's a starting point and that's the end point. If I wanted to sell that program as a 12-month program for, let's say, 10K, it would be really, really hard for me to do so, because people usually lose steam, and even though it's going to take them more than a year, frankly speaking, like weight loss, it's not going to take you a week to lose a lot of weight. You're going to take years for that. But if I sell it like that, nobody will sign up. So what do? What you can create is a 12-month pass just to have all of the biggest milestones for your clients already set in stones. It's your curriculum, by the way. It's what you would coach people through when they hire you. But your offer, let's say your high ticket offer could be just a 16 weeks, which is a slice of the longer 12-month path, where you take people from where they are and make them achieve maybe 1 or 2 bigger milestones. They have way more after they've achieved those 2, but you only make them commit to maybe, I don't know, 16 weeks for a specific price tag. After they've gone through the 16 weeks, they can decide whether to continue because they have more problems to fix and continue achieving more milestones because you've designed a longer path, or they can go below one tier. This is the beauty of proximity offers. You can have exactly the same offer, but just change how people are close to you. That's why it's called proximity. You are the focus, you are the guide. So the closer people can work with you, the more expensive everything is. Working one-to-one is your highest ticket offer, and you can come up with a 16 weeks high ticket offer as a one-to-one. But nothing stops you to have exactly the same offer, but in a group setting. So you would do exactly the same thing, but instead of having one-to-one calls, you're gonna have group calls. Same curriculum, just a different proximity. You can go even lower and remove the calls altogether and only have a community group where you can chat and reply to questions on a community forums like School, like Kajabi, and stuff like that. You can take slices of the curriculum and give them out as workshops. They become low ticket offers. But what you do is essentially the same one thing. It's just the pricing tiers that you put in place. What we like to do is to first create a high ticket offer to test the process and the curriculum one-to-one with people. Then once you dialed it in, you see that people gain results and you are in flow. Every time you jump on a coaching call, you feel energized. You know that this is working for your life as well. You're gonna enjoy doing this. Once you've streamlined the process for one-to-one, then you can introduce a group level of proximity instead of the one-to-one. So you know that you might just need a new community around it, maybe a VA to manage the interactions, and that's it. You're not adding complexity too much of your business, but you have a lower tier of pricing. And if you want to promote your products, you just take a slice of your longer curriculum and give it out as a low ticket workshop every now and then to get people to know you, to get people to invest in you, and then ascend and get closer to you eventually. It's kind of like a value ladder, but in a smarter way if you want. Now, every business is different, so I don't know if you can do this. Like, we couldn't do this with Lazy Dancer Tips because of the boundaries that we put on a business. Alessia didn't want to do one-to-one coaching. She didn't even want to do group coaching because of the nature of the niche. So you've got to be aware that if you want to charge for high prices, you need to come up with a way of delivering high level of service. And if your niche or the way you want to run your business is not there, well, maybe that's a problem on your model. And maybe that's the moment you need to realize they need to change things. Because I've known people that have incredibly great products. Maybe they're only low ticket and they're struggling to scale, but they really believe in it, like we did. But because of the nature of the model, because of the nature of this process, it's never going to scale because of it. But if you find a way to add a high ticket offer that you can have tier pricing around it, that is the best offer we found that allows you to have joyful life because it's easy to manage, a great business model because you're basically doing one thing, giving the right amount of service to the right amount of people that paid you the right amount of money. And I wish I knew this years ago. But let me know in the comments, which products have you tried that really worked for you? Was it low ticket? Was high ticket? Do you have a proximity offer? Would you be interested in creating one? Let me know in the comments, I want to know. And if you can't get yourself to create content for social media, therefore your offer isn't seen by anyone, I've got a solution for you because I released the video where I explain the 4 main types of content done in a way that is sustainable for you, and I explain all my strategy and the way we operate in this video right here.